old May morn was breaking over Dublin's weary town. 16 brave men have fallen to the rifles of the crown, because they loved their country and served it night and day. But before they faced the rifles, this is what those boys did say: take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We have held her in her struggle, in an answer to her call, and because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall. Ned Daly, Euston Culver, MacDonagh and MacBride, MacDermott and the brothers Kent, with Clark and Plunkett died. McMahon, Pat and Bully Pierce, Mohan, Mahan and Kien, and the last of all James Connolly, this message to them send: take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We upheld her in her struggle, in answer to her call, and because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall. Take away the blood-stained bandage from off an Irish brow. We fought and bled for Ireland, and we will not shirk it now. We upheld her in her struggle, in answer to her call, and because we sought to free her, we are placed against the wall.
Say a prayer for me. She threw her arms around him, whispered, God will keep us free. They could hear the riders come. He said, this is my last fight. If they take me back to Texas, they won't take me back alive. There were 7 Spanish angels at the altar of the sun. They were praying for the lovers in the valley of the gun. When the battle stops and the smoke cleared, there was thunder from the throne, and 7 Spanish angels took another angel home. She reached down and picked a gun up. There lay smoking in his hand. She said, Father, please
In a little village not many miles away, there lived a rich and aged man whose hair was turning grey. He had 3 sons, the only ones, but Jack and Tom were sly. Ted was honest as could be and would not tell a lie. They did their best to ruin Ted right in the old man's eyes. Soon their lies began to work and Ted was much despised. One night the old man said, "Begone, you're heartless to the core." These were the words that the young lad said as he stood beside the door. "Don't be angry with me, Dad, don't turn me from your door. I know that I've been wayward, but I won't be anymore. Give me just another chance and put me to the test. You'll find the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest." Year after year passed slowly on, and the rich man's now grown old. He called together Jack and Tom and gave them both his gold, saying, "I'll only need a little room right at your fireside." Then one night Jack, returning home, he brought with him a bride. His wife began to hate their father more and more each day. One night he heard the 3 declare that he was in their way. They then agreed to send him to a workhouse that was near. And like a flash, the black sheep's words came ringing in his ear. "Don't be angry with me, Dad, don't turn me from your door. I know that I've been wayward, but I won't be anymore. Give me just another chance and put me to the test. You'll find the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest." A carriage pulled up to the door, it was the workhouse van. The lads then turned unto their dad and said, "Here is your man." Just then a manly form appeared, and pushing through the crowd, "Stand back, you brutes," the stranger cried, "this will not be allowed. You took this old man's property and all that he had saved. You even sold his little plot containing mother's grave. I am his son, but not your kin, from this till judgment day." The old man clasped the black sheep's hand, and the crowd all heard him say, "Don't be angry with me, lad, though I turned you from my door. I know that I was foolish, but I won't be anymore. I should have given you my gold, for you have stood the test. I found the black sheep loves his dad far better than the rest.
Stood out in Sydney Harbour and Dublin town to Melbourne came to stay. If the Shannon River joined the Brisbane waters and Killarney's lakes flowed into Botany Bay, if the Shandon bells rang out in all Fremantle and County Cork in Adelaide did appear, Aaron's sons would never roam, all the boys would stay at home. If we only had old Ireland over here. There are lots of lovely lassies dancing on the village green. There are lots of lovely colleens, the finest ever seen, where the boys are all called Paddy and the girls called Molly dear. Sure, we'd wrap the green flag round them if we had old Ireland here. If the Blarney Stone stood out in Sydney Harbour and Dublin town to Melbourne came to stay, if the Shannon River joined the Brisbane waters and Killarney's lakes flowed into Botany Bay, if the Shandon bells rang out in old Fremantle and County Cork in Adelaide did appear, Aaron's sons would never roam, all the boys would stay at home. If we only had old Ireland over here.
When apples still grow in November, when blossoms still bloom from each tree, when leaves are still green in December, it's then that our land will be free. I wander her hills and her valleys, and still through my sorrow I see a land that has never known freedom, and only her rivers run free. I drink to the death of her manhood, those men who'd rather have died than to live in the cold chains of bondage, to bring back their rights were denied. Oh, where are you now when we need you? What burns where the flame used to be? Are you gone like the snows of last winter? And will only our rivers run free?
is life, but we're crying. How mellow the wine, but it's dry. How fragrant the rose, but it's dying. How gentle